PEPE coin holders, I've got a video for you guys. I know it is bloody and brutal out there, but I want to give you guys my opinion on where I think we could be headed here because there's still opportunity in this market. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm maxi. I got another video for you guys. Today we're going to talk about PEPE. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video. All right, so we are going to start off by looking at the PEPE chart on the daily time frame. And we are still holding above this trend line, this long bullish trend line to the upside, this yellow line here. But I want to be completely honest with you guys. We did break below it, and I am prepared for some trappy behavior where we come and break down below this and bounce up. But I do think there's a lot of opportunity right now to hedge in the short term, because if we do close below these trend lines, especially on Bitcoin, we're seeing Bitcoin come down below $100,000. It's a very bearish posturing, in my opinion. I do think a good way to be hedging against the drawdown on PEPE and other altcoins is doing some shorting. Not shorting with your entire portfolio, obviously, but shorting to protect to the downside, because I do think that we may see a little bit of a longer term corrective period here. And I have been scalping PEPE. I've been short scalping PEPE. Over on Crypto Trader, you can follow me at 333 maxi. I say short scalping PEPE right now is a risky business. Yes, it is, but probably the best way to be trading to hedge against longer term spot bags at the moment, not financial advice. And I've only made about a 1.5%. I'm doing quick ins and outs, because when we see a flush, I'm on it. And then when we start wicking back up, I close it. It's as simple as that. But just a way to be hedging against the longer term spot bags, because that's what you need to be doing. If you guys want to take advantage of this, you want to be making money while the market is going down in the short term to protect your bags, then check out Blowfin down below in the pinned comment section, or in the description box below. You get a $5,000 sign bonus, as well as 15% off all trading fees for the life of your account, guys. Take advantage of this. It is a good way to hedge against the downside. You can make money when the market's going down. You can make money when the market's going up, but it's also a great tool to protect yourself from the market going down as well. So when we are looking at PEPE right now, man, oh man, guys, it is a blood bath out here, sitting at rank 29, down 26.68% in the past 7 days and 20% in the past 24 hours. That is a significant drawdown, sitting at a $4.18 billion market cap. It was only a couple months ago when we were sitting at a $12 billion market cap. What a massive outflow across the board. But these altcoins, this entire market has been absolutely brutal. We are in a very interesting time in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin sitting just beneath $96,000. I do not like to see that, but I will talk about my opinion on where I think we're headed here, where the overall market is headed, because this does not mean that the cycle is over. I've been seeing some people saying that. Does not mean that. Sure, is it possible? I will say it's possible, but I think that the probability is that we are getting ready to see large moves to the upside. But I want to emphasize Ethereum 2,800, absolutely insane. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 60.20%. It's absurd. When you exclude stablecoins, 62%. It's nuts, guys. When you look at this, I mean, wow. BTC.D is showing us that Bitcoin is strong and the altcoins are weak, and that being PEPE and everything that isn't Bitcoin. When you see Ethereum coming down, I mean, that's signal that Bitcoin is strong and the altcoin season is not ready to play out yet. We saw BTC.D break above my line in the sand, and now we're back in this rising wedge that we've been trading in for nearly 2 years. We broke down, and now we're back in it, guys, creating, unfortunately, a higher high. Yes, it's a higher high, bullish posturing, and on Market Cypher as well. RSI is pretty hot, but this is what I want to talk about. This is absurd. This big wave to the upside, quick move to the downside with a green dot and continuation. That's like what you want to see on Bitcoin to show that we're seeing a huge impulse wave to the upside. Like, that is very bullish, and we're seeing that in Bitcoin dominance, which means that altcoins are in for some pain. We're in a corrective period, guys, and that is okay. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's really going to be what shows where PEPE is going from here. And I know, guys, PEPE is down nearly. Let's measure this move. I'm not trying to put salt on the wound, because, guys, it doesn't matter if PEPE goes up or down. You can make money from whatever direction it's going when you're using Blowfin and you're leverage trading. But please leverage trade at your own risk. It is a very, very risky tool, but it is a tool. We are down 65.8% from the all-time high. Pretty incredible draw. But I will also say, guys, every single bull market cycle, every single one, we see on the way up when Bitcoin is making 30% corrections, up to 30% corrections to the downside, we see altcoins do 50, 60, 70, some even 80% drawdowns before making all-time highs again this cycle, right? I know I sound like a broken record, guys, but this is the part of the bull market that is the most confusing, the most volatile, but it has the most gains, guys. So looking at PEPE again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this wick down below here, scare everybody and come back up. We're due for a little bit of a relief bounce, and I think that a lot of this has to do with the overall tariff narrative that's going on, these trade wars, if you'll say that, but I don't know, guys. People will say that the news is the reason why this is happening. Other people will say that the market's moving this way and people are telling you the news that's correlated to it. In a weak market, bad news dumps the price. In a strong market, bad news does nothing. So really, it's like, did the chicken come before the egg? It's really tough to say. But I think a lot of people are putting a lot of weight on the narrative of these trade wars and these tariffs. But regardless, guys, I do expect a bounce here, a little bit of a relief bounce. So I am looking for a potential long opportunity. The overall market sentiment is in shambles. There it is in the gutter, guys. Everyone is giving up. They're walking away from the cryptocurrency space, and a lot of people think the top is in. I think that there's a good chance that we're in for a decent amount of sideways consolidation, but I also do want to talk about, guys, February, okay? We're 2 days in. Let's look at Bitcoin here. We're 2 days into February. Usually, the low of February comes in within the first week and a half. There's a good chance that the low is in right here. Because when you're looking at this trend line, we are playing right on top of it at 96,000. If you've been watching the Crypto Report, you guys know I've been saying for a while now, we cannot see Bitcoin break below 95,000 on a daily closing basis. And, well, we haven't closed below it. And we did wick to 96,000. We barely below 96,000, but we did not close it below it. Really, really important that we respect this trend line right here. And if we bounce from here, then we probably are in for a very, very healthy, big February, guys. And I know it's going to be tricky because Bitcoin could be making massive gains. We could go from 95,000 to, let's say on average, every February we make a 20% gain. Sometimes we get a 40% gain. Sometimes we get a 10% gain. Sometimes a 30% gain. Let's say we go 30% from the bottom here, okay? You guys realize what's happening, right? This isn't logarithmic. That's not good. If we were to get a 30% gain from here, I would expect us to go somewhere near 120,000, okay? I think that that's an appropriate level to be looking at. 30% gain from $95,000 to $120K. I think that's possible. I do think that's possible. And I think that we could see that move happen where we bounce off this and make our way up to 120K. And when that's happening, the altcoins are barely recovering. I could see that playing out here. This cycle is a little bit different. It's much more difficult to be buying the right altcoins. I do think that many altcoins are going to be very successful, and I do not think that the cycle top is in unless we get invalidations. Really don't want to see that closure below this level here around 95,000 on a weekly time frame. Let's look at the weekly time frame. If you look at the weekly time frame as well, like, it doesn't even look that bad, really. I mean, it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off, sure. We're looking at hiking and sheet candles. Like I said, really, really don't want to have a weekly candle closure below this trend line at around $96,000. We still have 6 days and 23 hours left. Like, we have a full week ahead of us, and so much can happen in a week for Bitcoin. That's like a year in crypto time. Guys, keep your eyes open on this. I do expect a little bit of a bounce here, and we're going to have a very, very clear idea, like I've been saying for a while. We'll have a very clear idea of where this market is going to be taking us by the second week of February, after about a week and a half. I think we're going to have a clear idea of where we're headed. But, guys, I really want to say, be patient, okay? I'm seeing capitulation across the board. I'm seeing it in the YouTube comment section, on the Twitter feed, the other influencers. I'm seeing everybody capitulating on altcoins, saying Bitcoin's the only answer. Bitcoin's the only answer. Sure, a lot of people can't afford to get rich off Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people are trying to make it through altcoins, and that's what you have to do. If you don't have a lot of money, you got to make that first big amount in altcoins before you can become a Bitcoin maxi, we'll say. But I will say that be patient here. Everyone is turning bearish. I will not be surprised to see a nice bullish February as long as our levels hold up appropriately. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. If you want to take advantage of those awesome links down below, we have a 15% off all trade fees for Blowfin. If you want to do some scalping like I'm doing and hedging against this downside, you can make some extra money. Stop yourself from making as many losses as you would hope to. You know, I mean, PEPE could draw down further. You could make money from that happening, close out. Now it's like you're protecting yourself to the downside. It's very good. Follow me, 333blacksea, Instagram, Twitter. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about this overall market? Do you think that the Bitcoin cycle top is in and altcoins are done for? Or do you think that we should get prepared to see altcoin season? I'm very curious on what you have to say. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.